Morning, Tubbers. How are we? It is Friday the 12th of August, and this is the first bit of filming I've done all week. And not because I've been too busy, not because I've been too lazy, just because my camera has been on holiday. Accidental holiday, but it's been on holiday. Last Sunday I picked up a wagon, same as this, a DAF, and it had a trailer on the back, refrigerated trailer on the back, and my remit was to go up the A1, Scotch Corner, just after Scotch Corner, not the one at Scotch Corner, just the one after Scotch Corner northbound. There's a service station, to pull in there and to swap with a guy coming out of Scotland. So I had to pick his entire rig swap, not a trailer drop, a whole lot. So tacker card out, everything, all your kit out, into the next lorry, away you go. Of course, I did pick up my little black bag, didn't I? No. This little black bag has been on a journey, and I keep all, I call it my technology bag. So if I'm ever looking for it around the house, I say to my wife, Carla, have you seen my technology bag? And this is what we're referring to, because it has the best part of £500 worth of kit in it, all told, with the GoPro and the tonne. So it's an expensive little bag, that is. And I think what had happened is that I put it here, as I always do, and it has slid there. So when I did that to look round, just to see what I'd left, I didn't spot it. Picked up that bag, that's my main bag, and my phone, picked up my phone and took out the taco card. We did all that, no problem. However, the little bag I didn't spot, and I was in a rush to get out of there when I got back to the yard. Psst, to you as well. See that air freshener up there? It's been going off all week. This is the nicest smelling cab I've ever been in. There's only one problem. I get home smelling a cheap perfume. My wife thinks I've been having an affair. It's not, it's that bloody thing up there. Yeah, so that I gets to work Monday morning and thinks, hang on, I need my sat nav. Where's my sat nav? No. Where's my GoPro? No. It's all in that black bag. I thought, I've left it at home. No. But yeah, that's when I figured out I'd left it in this other truck. So I rung up my boss at the agency. I said, look, I've left this bag, it's particularly important to me, yada yada yada. He forgot to contact him. I had their contact details, so I called them directly. I didn't get very far, to be honest with you, and it was starting to look like I wasn't going to get it back. And to be honest with you, I was starting to look around for a new GoPro. Yeah, I thought, that's it, I've lost it, haven't I? I'm not getting that back. Somebody's opened the bag, seen the goodies and thought, yes, thank you sir, I'll have a bit of that. Straight on eBay. And it got to yesterday, and I was on my lunch break. I thought, I'll just try and give her that number one more call. I said, yeah, I was in agency driver from da-da-da. I said, I was in last Sunday and I left a bag in one of your trucks. I did put a shout out, yeah, so people could locate it. He said, oh, is it a small black bag? Yep. He said, what's it got inside it? I said, well, there's a wooden box that says yo-yo on it, but it's actually got a GoPro in it. And a tom-tom. Yeah. Yeah, it's sat here. Yes! Results! It's expensive kit, you don't... I'm such a noggin, I really am. So, yes. I've got it back. So, it's the first day I've had a chance to film. And there's quite a lot of interesting stuff to show. Well, I say interesting. Relatively interesting in a trucking sense. But the kind of work I'm doing is, see these concrete panels. Well, you know, you see these big modern barns that the farmers have. Well, a lot of them are made out of those. The lower half and the upper half will be corrugated aluminium sheets or something of that nature. But I was delivering exactly those yesterday, and the big ones, the really long ones, they're getting on for 3 tonne a piece, so they're really heavy. So when you get to the farms, they're having to lift them off with their telehandlers. Depending on whether their telehandlers are any good or not, is how well they cope with that. But delivering those is easy, because all you do is take the straps off it, let the farmer pick it up, pull it out of the way, take the timber battens out, place them down on the floor so they can drop it. Easy, that's no problem. But all week I've been, and today, in fact, I'm waiting on, I think I've got to take 4. I did a job Wednesday to a farm near Rugby, and I took 2 loads to him, with the 3rd load coming today. So I'm going back there, so that's nice. So he was a lovely farmer as well. So I'm going back there. I know exactly what the setup is, but I'm taking what they're calling freestanding panels, and the best way to describe the freestanding panels is, you know, on the modern motorways and dual carriageways, they've started making the central reservation barrier out of concrete, and apparently they make this concrete barrier in one constant pour. And if you look at them, the slope down to a bit of an angle to deflect anything, and at the bottom is bell bottomed, so they sit flush, so that they've got, you know, plenty of resistance against one of these hitting them. Well, imagine one of those. I mean, they've got to be what, 3 foot tall, maybe 4 foot maximum. And you imagine a 4 metre one of those. Yeah, stood up. So you've got a bigger bell bottom on it, and they weigh 3.5 tonne a piece. They are a heavy piece of kit, and it takes a good telehandler to move them about. And the way you do that is you transport them for safety on the side, and on the top edge, there's some threaded holes, threaded steel holes, and each shipment goes. There's another fresh batch come off the line. Each shipment goes with a set of wire lifting hooks, the steel rope ones, and the farmer gets to keep them so they can move them about as they wish. But my wagon on it has got some straps and some little threaded fitments to go in there. They're a lot more sturdy, a lot easier to change about. So I've been using them to get this off. So literally the telehandler comes up, I hook the straps over his forks, or his tines, whatever you want to call them, stand back, let him gently lift it up, then we'll take them into the barn or whatever, set them down, and we'll be using, well, you know what carpet tiles are. Well, this company uses carpet tiles on the bed of the truck to sit these things on. A, it stops the truck bed getting damaged. B, it creates friction, helps them prevent sliding around. And C, when you get the other end, you fetch a couple of these carpet tiles down, place them on the floor just before he lowers the freestanding panel down, just on the edge that's going to be the pivot point. So if you don't, two things will happen. One, you'll damage the concrete floor that you're lifting on, and two, you'll damage that corner, the pivot point. So you put these couple of carpet tiles down, undo these lifting straps from the top of the freestanding panel. It's this guy, won't we? It's gone. Yeah, so undo these two lifting straps. Now on the end that is going to be the top, when it's stood up, there's another two holes. I'll show you all this, I'll film it. You put these straps back in, then gingerly lift it up until it just goes over the point. Now if the farmer's good at driving his telehandler, he'll keep the tension on that back strap, so when it goes over tipping point, he's always got tension on it, so it's just nice and gentle letting it down. It looks daunting. When you first turn up with them for the farmer goes, oh my god. And to be honest, the first day I did it I thought, oh my god. But it's not so bad. It's not. Just take it easy, take your time, yada yada yada. But now you've got an issue. So you've got these two straps that are at ground level when you screw them in. They're now 4 meters in the air. Yeah. So the only way to get them down is either to use a ladder, which one farmer had, or you jump on the tine and it lifts you up. And I don't have a problem with that. Health and safety would, I'm absolutely sure of it. But do you know what? You just get the job done. It's quite safe. You hang on to the front of the machine. He gently lifts you up. Signal him to stop. He knows he doesn't do anything then until I signal him again. It's a communication thing. You make your communication with the farmer absolutely clear with your signals, and you're fine. Undo him. Put the straps to one side. Hold on again. He takes you down. That's it. But they're a lot more hard work delivering the freestanding panels. There's a lot more work involved. It doesn't sound like it, but each time you have to jump up and down from the back of the wagon, because you have to put them on the back so they can lift them off in the first instance, right? So it is actually quite a lot of physical work delivering those, whereas those panels there, there's no work involved pretty much. And I was delivering them yesterday. I had 2 drops. So yeah, just going out. I don't know if you can just see it in that mirror. You'll see him appear in a minute up there. Red MAN. He's another agency guy from my agency. He's Romanian. Did he say he was from Romania? I think so. And he's been delivering them panels all week. That's what he's been doing. So I've been doing the freestanding, he's been doing those. So yeah, that's what I've been doing all week. But I shall show you a few little bits and bobs. Weather seems to be holding up alright. We had a drop of rain this week, but nothing major. I've got to do a trucker roll call, but because I haven't had my camera, I haven't been able to do that. So I shall do that some point this weekend, because there's quite a lot of people pass the test again, which is always good. I got a message last night of a fella, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he said, you weren't loading out of da 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 da. I went, yeah I was. That was made guilty as charged. Oh, I passed you. I said, oh, who do you drive for? He said, oh no, I'm training. And I knew at that point that it was the Neil Cod wagon that passed me when I was strapping up in the morning. So yeah, so hopefully he'll make it onto the roll call, because I think he's got his test no, he's got his test on Saturday. So if I leave it until after Saturday, maybe do it on Sunday, he might get in that roll call. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, mate. Yeah, Right, I'll catch you later. I've been rabbiting on 15 minutes already. How time flies, and I shall catch you all later. Right, this is what I'm shipping today. They are these panels are slightly shorter than the ones I was dealing with Wednesday. Where are they? No, they are the 3 metre. Yes, 3 metre. Yeah, 3 metre, not the 4 metre. But yeah, they're a big bit of kit really, and I've to secure them down. Alright, Tubbs. Right. This little device just here, I'd never come across. Yeah? Until I come here. And when I was told that I was to use one of these because I wasn't allowed on the back, or at least not in their yard, then this became clear what this was for. Some of you will know because you will have used one of these. Some of you will go, some of you may have been trucking for years and have not a Scooby-Doo. I come across a guy the other day that had been trucking for years and he'd never seen one of these before. So, right, all will become clear. Hello. It's for putting your blinking corners on. See? You don't have to get into the back of the wagon. Like that. Oh, cracking bit of kit, is it not? The problem on these, you can't really line them up properly because they're staggered, so you have to get up there anyway to line them up. Yeah. Not a bad risk, I suppose. Also useful for turning the GoPros down, but not for tilting them down. See? Voila. What I started off doing was getting all my corners out, and even though I've got the straps with the extra casing around them to prevent cutting in, I'm still using corners because it's a lot kinder to the equipment. And I've got set all my corners out. I've got my ratchet straps, that end ready to go. I've got my straps, this end, the other side, ready to go. So I shall, everything's laid out to get on my strapping. If I leave you in the sunshine, I'll leave you running, I'll edit out the bits that'll bore you. The ratchets are this end, because when you're carrying anything heavy like we are today, this happened to me a couple of days ago on the way to this very drop. I set off, got on the A46, and just before Leicester there's at 6 Hills there's a slip road that comes up and joins us, and this van was coming up it and he didn't want to stop, and I couldn't move her into my right lane. This van was to my rear section and running out of room fast. So I had to anchor up. I could have run him off the road if I hadn't been driving defensively, but that's not what this is about, right? In such situations, you are the bigger man. You can see the situation unfold. I don't know what he's doing or what he's thinking, but you've got to think for him. So I anchored up. So then I had to pull over at the next parking bay and just check the straps. You don't want to be doing that. Imagine you're here and you're checking to see if this is tight, ratcheted it down on that side. Well, you've got the cars coming past you, lorries coming past you. I'm sure one or two of you have seen that guy that pulls over into the parking bay and the truck brushes past him, literally brushes past him. So lucky he got away with it, so lucky. So that's why we're strapped from this side. I mean, if you're doing airy stuff, you know, you ain't got to really worry about it, but this heavy stuff, you've got to make sure this stuff's tight. Then that's what you've got to do. Ratchet straps on your near side, away from the flow of traffic. Now, nobody's shown me how to do this, to store the ends of these particular straps. So I'm going to be showing you the way I do it. And this is the best part about YouTube, right? There'll be people watching this that have far more experience than Mr. Fox. Far more experience. And they'll go, actually, it's easier to do. Oh, you bastard. That's the annoying thing about straps. The other end. In fact, the best thing to do, right, is to put a bit of weight on this end of the strap. Leave that there now. The weight of the ratchet, pull on that, just keeping the tension, so that the other end of the, it looks like that, the hook, doesn't fall away from the truck body. So let me show you what happens when you when the tension comes off. They do that, you see, and you pull them, and sometimes they don't catch. It's a bit of a faff. Put these two on. Normally I can get away with this, but they'll catch because I pulled the tension on. Move the sleeve out of the way. Because that sleeve won't go around your ratchet strap. This extra sleeve, look, it's on here to protect the strap. Well, it won't actually go round the ratchet, so just slide it up out of the way. Okay, right, I'm going to pack it in. Right, so now this is where I'm going to show you what I've been doing with the excess. And somebody else will say, well, no, you don't want to do like that. Now, normally when I'm transporting goods that have to be strapped down, but not so hard that you're going to damage the product, then what you can do is gather your strap up like so, feed it underneath. Then you'll tuck it in just here, you pull it, but that is, you won't pull that away. It's just absolutely too tight, and I could stuff it in here, but I'm just a bit frightened of it coming unravelled, you know. So I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been getting this strap and taking it round. Now I've totally come up with this method myself. Like I say, it could, and then what I'll do is take that back through there like that. And feed it back under here. Like that. And that'll stop the handle coming up for whatever reason. It's nice and neat, nice and tidy, nothing getting damaged, and it's been working for me. So that's the way I've been doing it. But if somebody's got any suggestions, as you know, I'm open to suggestions. See, look, you've got to get that out of the way. Oh, it's come off again. This one's stiff.